All right, our second presentation this afternoon will be from the University of Wisconsin, Platteville.
It is often speculated that if you ask a baby boomer to jump, they'll ask, how high? But what about millennials? If you ask a 21-year-old to jump, what do you think they'd say? They'll probably ask you, why? Born between the years of 1980 and 1997, millennials are educated, tech-savvy, loyal, and hardworking. They have a natural curiosity and desire to share their opinions because that's all they've ever known. Keep in mind, this is the generation whose parents used to ask them what their punishments should be. Carried over into adulthood, this same curiosity has led millennials to wanting to know more about how they can improve quality of life, lead a healthier lifestyle, cater to increasing concerns about digestive sensitivities, and make a positive impact on the environment through their food choices. An increasingly popular food item that fulfills these 4 millennial requirements is protein shakes. Our established company, Blue Ribbon Organics, is excited to be at the forefront of this trend with the introduction of Organic Shake Up, the first lactose and gluten-free organic milk protein shake that provides essential nutrients in an easy-to-drink bottle for ambitious, trendy, and busy millennials. Blue Ribbon Organics has created Organic Shake Up to have all the health benefits of organic milk while providing a composition that's richer in protein, has fewer calories per ounce, and offers an easier way of obtaining vital nutrients on the go. Organic Shake Up is the final product of a unique process that begins with milk from our contracted USDA-certified organic dairy farms. At our processing facilities, fat is removed from the milk, yielding skim milk. This skim milk is then filtered through a thin membrane that reduces both lactose and water components. The resulting product is milk, but with a higher concentration of protein and calcium. Currently available in dark chocolate and vanilla bean, as seen in front of you, Organic Shake Up is the perfect way for millennials to rethink their drink. Kelly will now discuss Blue Ribbon Organics market analysis.
Thank you, Ariel. In the United States, millennials account for 33% of the entire population. They constitute a large portion of the food buying population in the United States. Millennials prefer to live in or around cities rather than in rural areas. Therefore, Blue Ribbon Organics is focused on marketing Organic Shake Up in 5 Midwestern cities. Our research indicates that 12% of millennials consume organic products regularly, which provides us with a total target market of 532,000 millennials, with an average consumption of 3 bottles of Organic Shake Up per week. If this potential target market consumes our product, Blue Ribbon Organics expects to sell 83 million bottles of Organic Shake Up at a price of $2.07 per bottle. This target market provides a potential revenue of $172 million. To achieve this revenue, Blue Ribbon Organics is headquartered in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and will target the surrounding areas of Madison, La Crosse, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin in year 1, followed by Chicago, Illinois in year 2, and Minneapolis, Minnesota in year 3. By the end of year 3, Blue Ribbon Organics expects to capture 10% of the market share. In order to capture this market share, we'll focus our marketing efforts on millennials who are 18 to 34 years of age, who make an average income of $35,000 or more, who shop at health-conscious specialty stores such as Trader Joe's, and those who are tech-savvy and want to know where their food comes from. Organic Shake Up satisfies 4 out of the 5 top food trends of 2015. Based on these trends, millennials are busy and have limited time to prepare a healthy and nutritious breakfast or snack. They want to consume more organic, less processed foods. They're looking for convenient, on-the-go foods and beverages that provide protein and other nutritional benefits. And finally, millennials are turning to protein shakes to meet all of these demands. To analyze the demand for organic shake-up, Blue Ribbon Organics surveyed 300 people in our 5 targeted areas about their need for supplemental drinks. The survey showed that 90% of those surveyed fell within our millennial target market, and that 4 out of 5 consumers are looking for supplemental beverages. This further proves that millennials are looking to rethink their drink. Dominique will now talk about our SWOT analysis.
Thank you, Kelly. In order to create a better understanding of organic shake-up, a detailed SWOT analysis was completed. The strengths of organic shake-up is that all the milk that goes into our shake is from USDA certified organic dairy farms that are contracted through Blue Ribbon Organics. Within each 11-ounce bottle, there's a short ingredient list and a high protein and calcium content. Organic shake-up is listed at a value price and has tracking codes on the side of every bottle that directly link consumers to our farmers. Another strength that organic shake-up has is that it can be served at room temperature or chilled, depending on consumer taste preference. And on your tables, we have samples of our chilled product if you'd like to test try them. The weaknesses of organic shake-up is that there are only 2 flavor options, dark chocolate and vanilla bean. We have limited selling locations and our milk supply is dependent on natural factors. The opportunities for organic shake-up is that there's a high demand for organic products currently on the market, as well as product enhancement opportunities, such as additional flavor options or even a pre- and post-workout option. The threats that organic shake-up faces is that there are already pre-established direct and indirect competitors in the market, as well as those emerging competitors in the protein shake industry. After a thorough competitive analysis, organic shake-up came out on top. We broke down our competitors into 2 categories, an organic competitor, which is Svelte, and a taste competitor, Special K. Blue Ribbon Organics conducted a focus group consisting of 80 millennials. Each participant received a sample of organic shake-up and a sample of Special K. Findings showed 46% preferred organic shake-up's taste, while 36% preferred Special Ks. This primary research, along with the trend of consumers looking for healthier food options and an increase in the consumption of organic products, supports the launch of Organic Shake-Up. Packed into an 11-ounce bottle, Organic Shake-Up truly earns a blue ribbon compared to its competitors. Organic Shake-Up beats both Svelte and Special K by having a short, easy-to-read ingredients list, as shown here. Organic Shake-Up beats Special K in not only taste and a short list of ingredients, but also by not using any artificial sweeteners. When being compared to Svelte, our organic competitor, Organic Shake-Up has 15% more calcium per bottle. As you can see, Organic Shake-Up is the new millennial choice in the continually evolving protein shake industry. With 9 simple ingredients, it's a no-brainer to choose Organic Shake-Up to help you rethink your drink. Erin will now continue on with our business proposition.
Thank you, Dominique. At Blue Ribbon Organics, we believe less truly is more, especially when targeting millennials who are looking for a way to rethink their drink. Our strategy statement aligns with this belief about millennials by stating, perfect for an on-the-go lifestyle, Organic Shake-Up will be millennials' first choice in protein shake, providing over 25% of the daily recommended intake of protein and 50% daily calcium, while maintaining a short ingredients list. Through media and public presence, we will promote this USDA organic certified protein shake. To be successful, Blue Ribbon Organics has outlined the following key planning assumptions, including the healthy on-the-go trend will continue to rise, millennials will continue to be trendsetters and look for the newest items on the market, organic producers will continue to produce organically, and those who are not will convert over for premium prices, and lastly, millennials will consume at least 3 bottles of Organic Shake-Up per week. We also feature the following benefits: High levels of protein and calcium help regulate calorie intake, which can aid in weight loss. Levels of whey and casein proteins naturally found in milk helps keep you satisfied longer after consumption. It's lactose-free, so it's softer on the digestive system. And finally, this gluten-free product minimizes the occurrence of allergies. We've also set the following goals: reaching 5% of the market share in year 1, 8% in year 2, and 10% of the total market share by the end of year 3. Retention of 85% customer base per year, and generating 65% product awareness by the end of year 3. Through strategic planning and by featuring benefits, Blue Ribbon Organics will reach their final goal of helping millennials rethink their drink. Mitch will now enlighten us on the action plan.
Thank you, Erin. Organic Shake Up is a USDA certified organic protein shake that is lactose and gluten-free. The protein shake offers many nutrient benefits while maintaining an easy-to-read ingredient label, as stated before. Blue Ribbon Organics is rethinking your drink by using 100% recycled materials for the bottle while boasting tracking codes on the side. Organic Shake Up values the time of our consumers as being an on-the-go convenient bottle for the lifestyle of our average consumer. Organic Shake Up is offered at $2.07 to the retail store and at $2.89 to the consumer. Each unit of Organic Shake Up costs $1.43 to produce, which allows Blue Ribbon Organics a 45% markup and the retailer a 40% markup. Organic Shake Up will be sold through Hy-Vee, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and through other specialty food markets. Within these stores, Organic Shake Up can be stocked within many sections, but primarily 3, including the grab-and-go section, the prepared foods section, and shelf next to our competitors. Our product is manufactured and bottled in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and delivered on a bi-weekly basis. Blue Ribbon Organics employs a team of sales specialists, exhibits taste sampling booths, and has a 5-city market over the first 3 years to boost sales of Organic Shake Up. Organic Shake Up is a low-ingredient, nutritious, and organic protein shake that is complementary to a faster-paced lifestyle. With an aggressive promotional campaign, Organic Shake Up will be the premier USDA-certified organic protein shake. I will turn it over to Callie to continue the action plan.
Thank you, Mitch. Blue Ribbon Organics has created 3 different promotional campaigns: pre-launch and awareness, business to consumer, and business to business. Through market research, it was found that these 3 tactics will help us to reach our target market, retain customers, and increase product awareness. In pre-launch and awareness, Organic Shake Up will be strategically rolled out 3 months prior to product release in each city. To enter each new city, blind taste testing will be used to gauge consumer preferences by sampling Organic Shake Up versus Special K, our taste competitor. Blue Ribbon Organics will attend World Dairy Expo in order to inform attendees about the organic dairy industry while distributing samples of Organic Shake Up product. Blue Ribbon Organics will sponsor an Ag Day on campus each year in order to target potential millennial customers. Blue Ribbon Organics will also sponsor 3 different athletic events: the South Shore Half Marathon in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Bank of America Chicago Marathon in Chicago, Illinois, and the Color Run in Twin Cities, Minnesota. These various events attract the attention of hundreds of millennials every year, and we hope to target this market by not only providing our sponsorship, but by also distributing samples of Organic Shake Up. The Business to Consumer campaign will provide outlets to educate consumers about Organic Shake Up. Blue Ribbon Organics will use various social media networks to target the public. They will run online competitions and do free giveaways to fans of their pages. Individuals can share their Organic Shake Up story by using the hashtag #RethinkYourDrink. Current trends will be used to engage consumers about Blue Ribbon Organics and their products by presenting information in a fun and interesting way. Blue Ribbon Organics will purchase advertisement spreads in local publications. They will also buy ads in women's health and men's health magazines. Blue Ribbon Organics will have periodic customer samples in stores carrying the product in order to further increase product awareness. As stated before, organic shake-up bottles have a tracking code on them, which will allow consumers to go online and learn more about the organic dairy industry in their area. Blue Ribbon Organics contracted farms will further educate the public about where the milk for their shakes comes from by hosting on-the-farm tours. The final campaign is the business-to-business campaign. Blue Ribbon Organics will host facility tours to potential retailers. They will also attend the Sustainable Food Summit annually in order to gain new retailers and knowledge about current millennial trends. Blue Ribbon Organics assistant marketing managers will travel to each store and work directly with decision makers. They will be in charge of organizing sampling and developing and maintaining strong relationships between retailers and millennials alike. Blue Ribbon Organics is confident in reaching our target market, retaining customers, and increasing product awareness through our 3 promotional campaigns. Now to Ashley with our financials.
Thank you, Callie. As mentioned earlier, Blue Ribbon Organics assumes millennials consume 3 bottles of organic shake-up a week, resulting in 156 bottles a year. In addition, we expect 85% repeating customers and revenue to reach $1.4 million in year 1, then increasing to $19.7 million by year 3. In order to achieve this revenue, Blue Ribbon Organics had to continue its costly marketing strategies throughout all 3 years in order to generate 65% product awareness in each of the new targeted areas. In year 1, marketing expenses totaled $539,000, then increased to $1.6 million in year 3. Due to the intense marketing strategies, Blue Ribbon Organics experienced a negative earnings before interest and taxes in year 1, but then sees positive EBIT in years 2 and 3, reaching $3.9 million by the end of year 3. Return on marketing in year 1 will be negative 18%, but then increases to 278% by year 3. Board of Directors. With organic shake-up's high marketing ability, Blue Ribbon Organics will remain profitable in future years, ultimately as a result of shaking up the protein shake industry. Now Cassie will explain monitoring and measuring.
Thank you, Ashley. At Blue Ribbon Organics, we provide organic shake-up to help our customers maintain a clean, healthy, and on-the-go lifestyle. Customer satisfaction is our #1 priority, so we've created a plan to both monitor and measure the product awareness, market share, and customer retention of organic shake-up. To reach 65% product awareness by year 3, we will assess the analytics of our social media platforms, company website, and tracking codes with the use of Google Analytics. If we surpass these expectations, we will continue with our successful sales tactics and promotional strategies, in return strengthening customer relationships. But if below expectations, we will adjust our awareness campaigns and reevaluate our marketing strategies by increasing our media presence. An expanded survey will also be sent out for additional feedback. And if the awareness of organic shake-up is high, then so will the market share. Through tracking market data, including quarterly market research, sales reports, and trial and research feedback, we expect to capture 10% of the total market share by the end of year 3. If our numbers for market share are on track, additional flavors of organic shake-up will be offered, and we will seek new city and store locations in which to enter. But if below expectations, a specialized marketing team will be created to reevaluate the effectiveness of our advertisements and product location in stores. And as I mentioned before, customer satisfaction is our #1 priority, so we aim to retain 85% of our customer base each year. To evaluate this, Quarterly sales reports of each retail location, along with data collected from our customer satisfaction surveys, will be assessed. If above expectations, we will continue to seek feedback from our existing customer base, develop loyalty programs by sending out coupons, and provide newsletters, which can be seen in your judges' packets as a regular communication to help inform our customers on the organic industry. But if below expectations, we will increase our incentives, content marketing, and maximize the use of our testimonials, which can also be found in your judges' packets. We will welcome any complaints and make changes as needed as well. By monitoring and measuring our 3 goals, we believe that Organic Shakeup will truly earn a blue ribbon. And now on to Ariel with the conclusion.
Thank you, Cassie. Board of Directors. Throughout our presentation, we have shown that all of us at Blue Ribbon Organics know that in no time, millennials will be jumping at the chance to purchase Organic Shakeup without having to stop and ask, why? So what about you? Are you ready to rethink your drink? Thank you. We will now entertain any questions.
Hello, millennials. Boomer here. How would you like your punishment? No, never mind. No, forget that. I have an interesting question. Oh, quiet down there. I have an interesting question for you in that I was kind of wondering if you started with the market and then found a product, or if you had a product and found a market for it, or what exactly happened. Because it seemed to me like you all knew what you liked, and then you went out and found something that would satisfy that. So how did you go about that?
So we actually found our product first, and then we were looking at different markets that we could market this product towards, and we found that millennials would be the most suited and they would benefit the most from our product.
Okay, well that's good, but how did you find that out? Did you do primary research, I'm guessing, and where did you do it? How did you do it? Did you include people like boomers and everybody else out there, Generation X, everybody else? Did you include people and found out that millennials were the market and only the market for it?
We are an established company, so we did do that primary research. We did do a survey where 90% of our customers were actually millennials. They were the ones who enjoyed this product the most, and since what we said earlier, they are those trendsetters. They like to have these type of products. They enjoy having a healthy on-the-go lifestyle, so we figured that this is the group that we want to market towards. We're not going to not sell to the other groups. Those are accounted for in our incidental sales, but the millennials were perfect for our product.
A great deal of this plan is based on 3 bottles per week per person. How'd you get to 3, and do you think that's sustainable?
According to the Shelby report, 12% of millennials consume organic products regularly. So from that statistic, we decided on 3 bottles was suitable for our millennial population.
I'm going to hit the marketing side just a little bit. I guess I just have 2 questions on 2 different aspects of it. I'm a little, not confused, but I'm asking for a little confirmation on why go to World Dairy Expo, basically with a consumer product. What's your reasoning for that? What's the expectation on the back end? That's a pretty commercial crowd, number 1. And then number 2, on your consumer advertising, you've got a 3-state focus after 3 years. What are we doing in 2 big national magazines that are very expensive? What are you doing to try to take inventories that aren't available? You've got people seeing national ads. How's that all working out?
I'll start with World Dairy Expo since you brought that up first. We are an established dairy company, so we know that a lot of our producers will be at World Dairy Expo, and we want to support them in their ventures as well. However, we do know that a lot of millennials do attend World Dairy Expo from the local universities because they're working there and they're there to experience that as well. So we are still going to be hitting our target market while promoting our company and our new products as well.
To answer the part of your second question, can you pull up the financials, please? So in our first year, so year now, we will be targeting those regional publications. And also in the beginning of years 1, 2, and 3, we will be the regional publications. However, at the end of those years is when we're going to start rolling out into our national publications, which is why Men's Health and Women's Health were brought up. And as you can see, that's why our expenses jumped so much, because those are more expensive magazines. And through our research, we have found that millennials read those magazines regularly, and they're convenient. If you walk into the doctor's office or the hair salon, I guess you could say, those magazines are going to be there. So it's just another convenience and a way to get our name out there and our product out there for them to see.
After year 3, you're looking at a national distribution.
Correct.
Couple questions. As you priced this product, what analysis did you do to figure out that you were priced appropriately so people who are currently using your competitor would be willing to switch?
Okay, so our main organic competitor is Sebelt, and we are priced 10 cents lower than them. And our main taste competitor is Special K, and we're priced almost $1 lower than them. So through our research, we found that millennials aren't price sensitive. So they're going to be willing to pay that value pricing to get all of the benefits that Organic Shake-Up offers.
And how do you plan to compete against the Special Ks to get shelf space? One of your diagrams, you had all the unique locations where you could pick up and go, which I thought was clever. But in reality, how are you going to combat against the competition, because you have to pay these stores for shelf space?
Correct. We are that established company, and we're working with the decision makers of the stores that our other products are in. So this is just adding in another one of those steps. And we have talked with them, and we have shelf space secured for our products to be in our 3 locations that we have highlighted here.
I'll just let it hover. I'm going to ask a follow-up to that one. So because you're an established company, you're not recognizing any of those costs for payment for the shelf space and negotiations with the grocery stores and maintaining that in your financials?
We actually accounted for that in our distribution and under the financial section, under operating costs.
So your I'm sorry, that's really
the distribution.
Small. So the distribution, that's counting for all of your transportation, getting it into store, managing any sort of spoilage and product replacement, and dealing with the retailers and everything in that amount.
The distribution is the spoilage and the shelving space and the actual getting to the product, but our managers, they're under the administrative expenses.
Okay, and transportation is in your distribution as well?
Yes, the trucking.
Okay, thank you.
Oops, there we go. I noticed this was a grab and go type of thing. Have you considered going into like Casey's, 7-Eleven, that type of thing, as opposed to regular grocery stores?
We have. That is in our 5-year plan, say. Not in our first 3-year plan. We wanted to make sure that we were successful in Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and other specialty food markets and our other stores.
And that is just because we're already there?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
In addition to that, 27% of millennials are already shopping at these specialty food stores, so they're just going to be seeing our product in addition to the trip that they're already making to that store.
The packaging is really attractive. I noticed that milk is kind of a primary word on the packaging, and you began by talking about how you're lactose-free and gluten-free, and I don't see that at all on the front of the label. Is that going to confuse potential consumers?
Okay, so we didn't have lactose and gluten-free directly on the label. It does go through that filtration process. However, we didn't feel that it should go on the label simply because millennials, through our Mayo Clinic and some research, have found that millennials and the younger generations are experiencing more celiac disease and gluten sensitivities. So they're looking for those products anyway, so we felt that it wasn't necessarily an added benefit to put it on there. We are going to market it that it is gluten-free, but we didn't want it directly on our bottle.
In addition to that, we did want to make sure that there was room for our tracking codes. The tracking codes directly link our bottle to our website, which can have all of the information of Organic Shake-Up along with our other products right on our website. So they just have to have the app on their phone, and then it's going to send them right there, and they can search our website for all of the benefits that Organic Shake-Up provides.
Any questions or concern about the organic sourcing? You look at what trouble that Chipotle is in today. They've made some huge promises and really did a nice job saying how great American agriculture is. But is there concerns about every one of the ingredients on your label is a certified organic ingredient? What if you have one of those that goes away for a while? What's the process?
Specifically with organic dairy farms, we do have a map that shows all of our contracted dairy farms. All of our product for the first 3 years are coming from Wisconsin, Illinois, and Minnesota. If there would be a part where we have not an excess of milk, we would pull our milk from our other areas. And in addition, all the products that we do use are that organic. So we need to make sure, or we are making sure in advance that if we do have some natural disaster or something happens on one of our farms, we do have an excess of milk to pick from.
What about the other ingredients that you personally don't have control over as a dairy?
That's a good question. Luckily for us, there's only 8 other ingredients, and our dark chocolate, I believe, has 9 ingredients, and our vanilla bean only has 8 total. So looking at the other 7 and 8 ingredients, because it's a short list, it's also easier for us to source those truly organic products. We are aware that things can happen, and we do have a backup plan with other companies kind of on the back burner in case something were to go wrong with our primary supplier.